I should just change my channel name to Nintendo Funtime Action Awesomeness or some bullshit. I don't know. While I wasn't paying attention, or while I was asleep, one of the two, there has been just this explosion of Nintendo news, and I'm covering it. Nobody else is going to cover every little detail like I am. Well, I'm pretty sure there are some people, but you don't turn to Rich for this kind of stuff. You don't turn to Boogie. I've noticed neither of them really focus too much on Nintendo. I know there's other people who do focus quite a bit on Nintendo, but I like to feel like I'm a little more unique. I like to look at myself as, what if Rich of Review Tech USA started focusing way more on Nintendo and every little thing? That's how I look at it. I'm rich if Rich gave more damn about Nintendo news and every little story that came out about Nintendo. That's how I look at myself. You'll never see Rich doing like I do. Anyhow, let's talk about a few. I'm gonna try and make this short. I'm gonna make this about a few things. Actually, no, I'll just break it up into little videos. Shovel Knight. There's a Shovel Knight update that allows Wii U players to play without the gamepad. Yacht Club Games has unleashed another update for Shovel Knight. In addition to containing a number of bug fixes, the new patch allows Wii U users to play the game without the gamepad. The touchscreen controller can now be toggled between main and subtypes by pressing its select button within the pause menu. An update for the Nintendo 3DS version is also in the works and scheduled to arrive soon on the handheld. Shovel Knight is available in the Nintendo eShop. Okay, yeah, we know about this. Moving on to the next one. Here's the full scoop on the newly revealed DLC for Mario Kart 8. I am not going to cover that right now. I'm going to make a separate video. There's just too much to go over here. Moving down, Mario Kart 8 DLC with extra characters, and yeah, I think a lot of people are caught wind of that by now. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about this story either. I'm not gonna. Here's 35 minutes of footage from Wii U eShop game The Fall. I'm not going to talk about that either. I might do a separate video. I'll say this: it looks like a very interesting game, and it actually looks like something a core gamer would want to play. It's a game I want to play. Anyhow, moving on, moving down. Okay, here's one that caught me. This is about Mario Maker. I've been so excited for this software ever since it was announced. I'm glad every time they update with some more news and info, and I hope they continue to give us more news and info. Okay, you will be able to share your levels online in Mario Maker. Well, duh, you better be able to. I mean, think about this for a second, folks. Something like this screams online stuff. I mean, this is basically Nintendo's answer to Little Big Planet, for the most part. That's how I see it. I could be completely wrong. I think it's also a means to an end to stop people from wanting to use, well, maybe not stop them. It's not going to work. There's a lot of software for making your own little Mario levels and whatnot. There's Super Mario Brothers X, and then there's another piece of software coming out that's based on the software from Super Mario Brothers X, but it's not going to feature anything Mario related once it's done. It'll have some similar gameplay mechanics and whatnot, but it won't be called anything Mario. Won't have graphics from Mario, won't have music from Mario, won't have sound effects from Mario when it's done. And that is called Platgen. Whoa, I can't even pronounce it right. It's a dumb name. They need to rename it something like Platformer Maker. Right now, the name it's got is really long and stupid. And I'm sorry. I know you are going to be pissed at me for saying this, but yeah. Anyhow, Takashi Tezuka. I remember this guy, Takashi Tezuka. I'm starting to get his name in my head. He's in charge of Mario and Yoshi and whatnot now. Miyamoto's no longer in charge of those guys. Not really. He'll put his input in every now and then, but he's really not responsible anymore. And I think Takashi Tezuka. I think he's the right man for the job. But anyhow, has confirmed in the latest edition of Edge magazine that you'll be able to share your creations online with others when Mario Maker launches sometime next year. Tezuka says there will need to be a system for sharing courses online. Okay, I look forward to that. I think Mario Maker can be big. Nintendo, if you're watching this, number one, get rid of that weird grid-looking squared-off thing that you keep using for NES-looking graphics. Get rid of that. Nobody wants that. I mean, make it an option. Let me turn it off if I want to. That overlaying-looking gridded blocked effect. Let's turn that off. Add more customizations, please. Please, Nintendo. We need a lot more done with that than what was there. And I'm pretty sure you are going to do that. I'm pretty sure you want to sell this for $60. You want to make some money. And to do that, you're going to make sure there's plenty of content, and I hope you do. And I hope there's DLC down the line for that, too. I think there will be. I mean, I think Nintendo's really starting to get into the DLC groove. Especially when you look at the new Mario Kart stuff coming out. This video is going way too long. It's been 5 minutes. Let's move on down to a story having to do with the new Zelda game coming out for Wii U next year. Anyhow, they're probably going to be even further along than that, knowing them. Aonuma says Zelda Wii U's open world will differ from current open world games. The more I hear of news like this, the less the less hyped I am for it. Let's go ahead and read the story real quick. Snippets from the recently published Edge magazine starring the king of game design, Shigeru Miyamoto, Yeah, I hate when that happens. When you don't have upper teeth. Yeah, it's hard. Shigeru Miyamoto are beginning to circulate online. We just reported that Xenoblade Chronicles X will be 5 times bigger than Xenoblade Chronicles for Wii, but now there's extra tidbits on Zelda Wii U. Zelda producer and director Eiji Aonuma recently spoke to Edge magazine on the topic of open worlds, following what was stated by Shinya Takashi for Xenoblade, and said that Zelda Wii U's open world won't be like any other current open world game on the market. Aonuma spoken of the vast game world in the past, but let us know your thoughts on this on his statement in the comments below. Here's a quote. Since we're talking about open worlds, let's state up front that we don't plan to have an open world in the same way other companies have been doing in recent years. That makes me less excited. It really does. I really wish Nintendo would stop doing stuff like this, but there it is. Xenoblade Chronicles X. How much time? 7 minutes. Oh god. Okay, let's get this finished up real quick here. Xenoblade Chronicles map will be 5 times bigger than that of Xenoblade Chronicles. Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles X. 5 times bigger. News has already started coming out of the latest edition. Quote: Vehicles are called dolls. What? Yeah, the vehicles are called dolls. Let's make sure the girls know. Sorry. They are 5 times larger than a person. So to get the same feel as Xenoblade Chronicles, the map would need to be 5 times bigger. The game world in X is in fact even bigger than that. Good to know. Miyamoto will be interviewed in the next edition of Edge magazine. Well, it's already been out. Beyond Gotham. Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham set for release this November. Okay, that's cool. Okay, moving on. And that's it. That's all the stories I've got. That's good. We're out. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. So basically, like everybody else says, please rate, comment, and describe. Yes, rate, comment, and describe. No, rate, comment, and subscribe. And just tell me what you're thinking about. And if you have an article or story that you would like me to talk about, send me a private message. I have Facebook, but I don't have. It's not easy to. How do I say this? What was I saying? I hate when this happens too. What the hell? Oil. I hate oil. Anyhow, I get an oily skin. Yeah, I don't have I have Facebook, but it's not anything that doesn't share my real life name. I don't know if that's a good idea to share my real life first and last name, since that's what's on there. I'm not sure where to go with that. Anyhow, but yeah, send me a private message. I will get it, and I will talk about whatever story you want me to talk about. Just give me a link to it. I'll talk about it. You all have a fantastic whatever time of night or day it is. Yeah.